This is something people really want to know, Michael. Tell me when the release is.
I don't know.
Just tell me the release date.
I don't know. This interview's over.
No. Hey everybody, welcome to Meet Firebase, the show where you get to meet the Googlers that make Firebase happen. My name is Doug Stevenson, and on the show with me today is Michael Bly. Michael?
Hey.
Thanks for joining me on the show.
Happy to be here.
And for those of you at home, you may have noticed we have a completely different set here. We are in the basement studio here at Firebase. I believe this is the Fire Basement. Am I saying that right? Okay, this is the Fire Basement, so welcome to the Fire Basement. How are things going for you today, Michael?
Good. This is my first time to the Fire Basement. I guess yours as well.
This is my first time to the Fire Basement as well. What do you do with the Firebase team?
I am the tech lead and manager for the Firebase hosting team as well as the Firebase CLI. I've also here and there contributed to cloud functions for Firebase.
Okay. Now, there's one particular thing about you that I've been told is that you love escape rooms.
Oh, that's true.
Tell me about that. I've only done one escape room in my life.
I think I've probably done like 20 of them.
20?
Yeah.
I didn't know there were 20.
I think it started on my birthday one year, like they were still pretty new. I lived in LA at the time, so just tried one out, and I just really liked the sort of puzzle solving and it's sort of video game logic in real life, and so kind of got hooked on it and go to them whenever I come across them.
What do you mean by video game logic?
I mean, yeah, so in video games, you're like, oh, you have to find the lion crest that goes to the lion door, and then that leads you somewhere else. So it's just applying like these puzzles and logic and things that all fit together, but it's all arbitrary.
Okay. But you're doing it like in real life with real items.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty interesting. So on the topic of video games, it seems like a lot of people at Google who join the show here love video games. I'm included. I'm known as kind of a retro gamer, but I'm curious to know, what kind of video games do you enjoy?
So lately I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, but I also really love rhythm games. So like way back to Parappa the Rapper on the PlayStation, or Rock Band, or Dance Dance Revolution, just any of those.
Yeah, Parappa kind of helped define the genre.
Yeah, I still have those songs stuck in my head.
Yeah, they do stick, yeah. And I'm a big fan of Rock Band, so I played the heck out of Rock Band. In fact, on one of the other shows, I brought in my plastic guitar and played it. And then Matt Gaunt played the actual guitar, which is far more impressive than playing a plastic guitar. That's how I do it. I used to play it in Boston all the time. I'd take it to bars and have like Rock Band night instead of karaoke night. So I'm curious, you played Parappa, Rock Band, and were there any other rhythm games?
Lots of them. So like when I was a freshman in college, I'd play Dance Dance Revolution at the arcade every day. I played, DJ Hero, Guitar Hero. There's a game called Rhythm Heaven for the Wii. I don't know, anything I can get my hands on pretty much.
So there were a couple oddball ones. I had a Dreamcast. I love the Dreamcast. There was one game in particular, Space Channel 5.
Oh, yeah.
All those songs are stuck in my head. I bought the soundtrack to that. I beat the game in like 40 minutes. It wasn't hard, but it was incredibly fun.
Yeah,
I just loved it.
I'll still listen to Space Channel 5 soundtrack when I'm coding sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's just somehow it just keeps me grooving. It's really unique stuff. All right, we'll take a break here. Thanks for joining us for this half, and I'd love for you to join me here tomorrow on the Firebase channel on YouTube to pick up the rest. See you here next time.